Okay, so let's just jump right into the elephant that's staring us right in the face on November 5th. But first, an intro. Back in a minute. Good weekend. Good Saturday morning to you. Hope everybody is doing well. Hi, I'm Jan. Welcome to another episode on the Save Money and More with Jan channel. Today happens to be an and more kind of a show. How's everybody doing? Hope you're doing well. Let's face it, got a huge day coming up, right? Although we don't have to wait, nor should we wait till this huge day. Okay, so that's really the biggest point of my um, show today. If you have not done so, you know what you need to do the right thing. Whatever the right thing is for you, I do not influence anyone in any way, shape, manner, or form. The only thing that I like to say is make your voice be heard, whatever your voice is. That's the beauty of having the right to exercise our voice every few years for really important things. Here's the thing that I don't get. All right. Lots of times people whine, cry, complain, but they don't do anything. They don't do anything about it. They just continuously whine, cry, and complain. Well, here's your opportunity. Here's our opportunity. Okay. I took advantage already of my opportunity. I hope that you do as well. No matter what side of the aisle, it's not about any side of the aisle here. I have my personal preferences. That's me. Other people have their own personal preferences, but exercise the right to do what you have the right to do. Because it's kind of strange when people just, it's like in general in life, let's just go back to saving money and paying bills and all this and all that. People whine, cry, and complain. Oh, I can't meet my credit card payment. Oh, I'm in debt up to my knees. Listen, I'm not blaming anyone for anything, but if we don't pay attention to things and just stay in the place of whining, crying, and complaining, and not taking action, not taking action steps is ridiculous. And especially coming back to the big day coming up in a couple of days. All right. No matter what the outcome, I, of course, have my own personal preferences. You have your personal preferences as well. But I'll tell you one thing, we need a lot of fixing and we need a lot of healing. Because, in my honest opinion, again, my opinion only, in my opinion, it has been an extremely rough, challenging previous. And the way I put a decision together is I look at the facts, I look at track records, I look at how things are for me now versus the way things were 4 years ago. This is a good method, both sides of the aisle, no matter how you look at it. You have to be honest with yourself. Even if you tend to go in one league and one side all the time, you might say to yourself, gee, maybe it's time for a change, whatever the other side of the aisle is for you. You have to use your best judgment. Best judgment comes in handy, not only for the every few years thing. Okay, I have to be very, fill in the blanks, if you will. But you get what I'm saying. But discernment, we have to exercise discernment. We have to exercise discernment with our money, with our spending habits. People say, well, I don't know how I'm going to go forward. The best thing to go forward before you go forward is look at your track record. Ask yourself, what did I do last month? What did I do in the last 6 months that could have been better? What did I do that was really good? Not just the bad stuff. Also, look at the last few weeks, a few months, at all the victories, all of the small wins. Many times, I don't know, maybe it's just out of habit, human nature. We tend to look at the negative things all the time. Don't do that. In addition to looking at the past spending mistakes or whatever, also look at the past wins. Did you manage to figure out a way to have a no spend week and not have to go to the grocery store? You see where I'm going with this? Did you find clever ways to save $5 a day for an entire month? Hey, $5 a day for an entire month is, what is it, $155 a month, if my memory serves me correctly. Just $5 a day. Well, Jan, how could I save $5 a day? You'd be shocked and amazed how easy it is. One way is to eat lunch at home or bring your lunch to wherever you have to go. If you work from home and you're calling in your lunch, I seriously don't get it. Either that means there's nothing in your refrigerator or one doesn't feel like slapping together a sandwich. That's the way I feel about it. That, again, Jan's opinion, that's wasteful. That's wasteful. That could be money saved for other reasons, for other things. To me, to have the option to not just worry about spending money on food, but to have options to put things into savings and then invest it or put it in a high interest account and do other things, hit other goals. Not just, to me, spending ultra tons of money on outside food for me it's just crazy. To me, it's pointless. I'm not saying every once in a while not to have an outside treat. Sure, I am. But if you could cut corners, okay? Well, some people say, well, I should cut corners and increase income, meaning not just me, all of us. We talk that way. But you have to ask yourself, is it worth it? Sometimes when you want to look for an outside income, and if it's really far away and you're spending a ton of money on gas and the taxes and everything, do the real math, not to mention childcare too. Factor in all these things. A lot of times people forget to add in those expenses. They really, really do. So there's still plenty of time. This is Saturday. You got Saturday, if you're listening to this on Saturday, November 2. If you're listening to this on Saturday, November 2 of this year, you have Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday to go out there and do what you need to do. Whatever that, direction is your choice. That's the beauty part. This past few days has been really, really challenging. You hear some stuff on the news, it's like absolutely indescribable, childish, ridiculous, and it just makes you wonder sometimes. It makes you scratch your head. But that's okay. I dust myself off. I look in the mirror. I know who I am. I know I am a strong, intelligent woman. So, no matter what ridiculous comments some people may say in that other arena, can validate what they say. You know that you are a child of God, and all of God's children are priceless. No matter what ridiculous, silly statements, when people act that way, it makes me wonder why. Why do they act that way? In general, in life, I'm not even speaking of that specific stuff, but it's just like really, really crazy. And we have to always use our best judgment. It always goes back to the same thing, using our best judgment and using discernment. And while you're at it, don't forget to do the following. Okay, thank you so much. Clicking like really helps out my channel, and I totally appreciate it. Thank you so much for being here. I really do appreciate everybody's time. If you have not done so already, get out, do the right thing. You have a chance. Don't complain, though. It really makes me laugh. The people that whine, cry, and complain more than likely are the person you're not going to meet at those places before the 5th of November. And there goes my phone as usual. Take good care. Bye bye.